Oh yeah, it's been quite a minute with me not doing these what you call it sci-fi express lanes. So I want to thank you all for kind of checking out my replays and all those different things. I don't know why I haven't done them. You know, I will say that just really didn't have anything new that I wanted to talk about. So like today is, and I probably could have had something like today's topic, which is like sleep. Not that I have been getting any more sleep. It's just that I have, been tracking my sleep for about a year, maybe a little over a year, more steadily. And very recent, my sleep scores have been really, really, really well. So I had an idea, and this is like where ideas come from. So this is an example. People ask me, where do my ideas come from? Well, I had a dream that, I've never gotten 100 sleep score. My highest is like 92. My son, he be knocking out like 96. And my regular sleep score was usually around 50 and 60. If I got 60, I was good. If I got 70, that was great. How I started getting 80s and 90s is ridiculous. Do I even, feel any better? I got a 92 last night, and I slept a little late. Usually I get up around 6. When I was teaching, I had to get up at 5:30, but I normally get up around 6:30. And today, for some reason, I stayed asleep until like 7:20. And I know the longer you get, the more your sleep, the higher your sleep score goes. But I usually get about 6, 7. I can get an 8-hour sleep in there. I'm going to sleep around 10:30. Sometimes I stay up till 12, but I'm in the bed around 11. So I can get a good 7 hours from 10 to maybe 6. I could do that, right? But my sleep scores usually was high. I was waking up, going to the bathroom, just like waking up. If you're on into social media with me, you would see me at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd have to do something with my mind to get me tired again to go back to sleep. Now, I have been taking magnesium, but this is like my 3rd magnesium container, and I don't think that really had a major effect, but I'm doing that. I think the biggest thing is the release of challenges in my life. So like when I can complete my tasks, I don't have any challenges that I go to sleep with to think, and I think when things get completed, like yesterday, I got my Kickstarter comic book back from the printer, and this was a really big one. It was a lot of short stories. It was a lot. I was trying a lot. Like the next couple of ones, I'm not really even trying that much. They're stories, and that's good. Just keep them in order, and we keep it moving. But this last one, Spoof Streets, was doing a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces in there. So I guess having that done is cool, and it relaxed me. But I was thinking, imagine if I got 100% sleep score. You know what I'm saying? Or what if it went over 100 and you got like 110%? Would that give you like magic powers? They always talk about as healthy. Would getting 100% cure your disease or your cold, or really fully rehabilitate your body? Could you get years off your life? Could you get some health back? Then I was thinking, that's beautiful. That's all well and good. You look like you got better sleep. Oh yeah, now I can pick up this car. That might be one. But then I was thinking, what if getting 100% sleep score recognized or represented your depth of sleep? Because I think when I do my sleep scores, I go real deep. And when I can get into that deep sleep, not just the REM stuff, that's what really pushes my sleep score up, right? Maybe I'm not snoring. I have no idea. But I'm thinking, what if when you got into that deep sleep and you got like 100 score or 110, you actually slipped into another dimension or another world, right? And to go to that world, you had to get 100 plus sleep score. If you got a 99, that's not gonna get you there. But when you go into the hundreds, now you're going to sleep and you go into another world, another dimension. I just thought that was cool. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll make a sleep score based short story. I'm doing all these little spoof stories, these Tales of the Crypt. I need a little paranormal, little panic, little frightening. I don't know if I'm gonna make it spooky, but I'm gonna do something like that. But yeah, what do you think comes from a high sleep score? Like if you get 110 sleep score or 100, do you get like Charles Xavier powers for the day, or you can move objects, you get stronger mental power? So people's goals are to get that high sleep score so they can send messages to each other, or to do things like a Jedi would, have things come to you. I think that's really, really, really interesting. What if you get 100 sleep score and now you could do like my character does in Cannabis Man, drift into somebody else's dreams, or drift in, and share dreams with somebody. You're like, yo, let's both get this 100 score, or whoever gets hundreds, dudes, we'll meet up in our dreams, and it becomes something like how virtual reality is, where what do you call it? Kids going into putting the VR glasses on, or not even that. Kids don't even put VR glasses on. They just go watch their screen and they're in. So the cyber world, the internet, what if, you get 100% sleep score and you go into one of these worlds where it's like a multiplayer, where it's like an open world like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, we could already do that with our dreams for us, but can we do it against somebody else? And can it really be a real shared dream? Not that it's a reality, like if you get killed in your dream, you die in real life. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is, you wake up and it was like you played Call of Duty with somebody across town, with your cousin or your sibling, but y'all was really sharing that dream together. So I don't know, I always have these really different ideas, and they jump off from something. So yeah, I'm gonna write me a sleep score related story, because I already think it's a story that's kind of writing itself, because they talk about so many of the health benefits of having a good night's sleep. So yeah, check it out. So that's it for kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Let me know your sleep score. Put it up. Share it with me. If you have a comment, share the comment, man. That's what keeps it going. I know I talk to people at conventions and the comic book stores and everywhere to get these ideas, but I want to hear somebody else talk about it as a comment. Tell me what you think from what I said. Of course, give me likes. It promotes the video. And then subscriptions. And I think I got about 500 subscriptions. I'm mid-low. You know, I'm low on the subscription, so if you can help me out with subscriptions, that would be fine. So like, share, subscribe, and comment. Those are like the 4 valuable things for me. And also, I mean, I normally make these videos 15 minutes. I reserve the right to continue. I may start doing TikTok, and those videos will probably be like a minute to 5 minutes long. So I'm going to shorten, but I think I'm always going to keep the format of these 10 to 15 minutes. You know, like this video is probably going to be like 11 minutes, but my goal was always like 15 minutes. I would go over that a little bit, but you know, the goal was 15 minutes. So anyway, that's Jeff Carroll. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what your sleep score is if you track your sleep score. Tell me what you think good night's sleep can do to you. We know the health benefits. And if you have had an experience where sleep, you know, good night's sleep has really helped you, or the sleep score really related to it, let me know. All right. I know the other night when I drove from Baltimore, I was up all night. I ain't do no video or nothing. I was just focused. I ain't even do over the speed limit. Maybe a little bit, but I was keeping with the speed limit because I was like, I want to have good karma on this trip. So sleep score, I didn't even have one. Now I slept the next day when I got in, but I don't know. I mean, I have had to work, so no matter what the sleep score was, I had to get up and do the daggone thing. So that's it. All right, Jeff Carroll out. Sci-Fi Express Lane. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. What's your sleep score?